What we're going to cover in this video is finding off-market leads using the filters in the Fast Property AI platform. So to get into the off-market search, we're in the mapping tool. We come in here to our prospecting hub, finding properties, and this will open up the map. From here, we will come down. We've got this toolbar down here. This one here, just with a little locator pin in it, this is our off-market search. So we've got on-market properties where we can search here, and we've got our off-market search here. When I click on this, it's going to open up another toolbar. Well, this is our filter page. We can search via map. So at the moment, I'm sort of over Fremantle, Western Australia. If I was to do the search in this area, it's going to search this whole map, whatever's visible in the map area. This actually, it's good for finding leads around the area, but when you're looking at development sites in particular, it's going to take in multiple council regions. So there's about 2 or 3 different council regions just within this map view here. So just keep that in mind. If you're looking at a particular property, it may be applicable to a council region that you're not familiar with, or they have different rules and regulations and policies and that type of thing that you need to be aware of. When I'm looking for development sites, this is what the off-market search is primarily used for, is for off-market searches using this filter. We do have additional layers when we're looking for renovators and that type of thing, which I will cover after this demo. But what I like to do is actually focus in on a particular suburb when I'm looking for development sites. So I'll slide this bar here. At the moment it's on map. If I slide that across to suburb, then I can select suburb. So I'll just go Beaconsfield WA, select that. Right, so now it's populated. So this is the map, so I'll just double check, make sure that is the actual suburb that I'm looking at. Quite often there'll be multiple suburbs for different states, so if you accidentally click on a suburb of the same name in a different state, this is where you just want to make sure that you've actually selected the right one. Come back in here to off-market search. Right, so we can see that suburb is still across. We've got the suburb here. We're looking for the property types. Not such a big deal. You probably want to use house and land. Sometimes, like if you're looking for a site, it might be like a strata site with multiple townhouses on it, for example, and it has the right zoning, has the right lot size, but it's already been developed and it's full of townhouses. So when you're looking for development sites, you just want to look for mainly houses and or land. The bedrooms and that type of thing is not much of a consideration. What I would suggest doing is understanding your R codes or your residential codes. Here in WA, I'm going to look for R20, R25. Every state has their own different R codes, and it's up to you to understand what the minimum lot size requirements are for particular codes. All right, so for R20 residential in WA, I know that the minimum lot size for a battle axe block is 450 square meters. So when I'm looking for a minimum lot area, I know that for a battle axe block, I need to have at least 900 square meters as a minimum lot size. You may have an R3 that may have, in Sydney, might have a minimum lot size of 300 square metres. So to find a 1 into 2, you need to have a minimum lot size of 600 in order to split it into 2. So it's up to you to understand your suburb, your state, and the requirements for the minimum lot sizes. Some suburbs don't actually have any minimum lot size requirements, all to do with the feel and the streetscape and that type of thing. So in those instances, you want to look for precedents. What have other people done? Like if you can find multiple properties that they've been subdivided and they're all 300 square metre lot sizes, then that's your precedent. So that's probably what you would look for. And obviously always talk to a town planner just to identify if that's still what the council are looking for, or are they looking for a bit more larger, not so much dense infill, but some of those larger lots. So again, it's up to you to understand your council and what they're looking for. In this instance, 900 is what I'm going to use here as a minimum. I'm not really bothered about maximum. I've got the zones selected, and I'm going to just open up these search results because these here will all be off market. So I'm going to probably have quite a few properties. I'm not going to have 1,000, but I don't want to limit my search results. So then I just hit search, and now we've got a whole lot of properties that all meet my search criteria. Okay, so this is all within Beaconsfield, and they all meet those search criteria. Now, and they're all in this view here. All right, so they're all in this view. My preference is to actually zoom in now into the map, and some of these you won't be able to develop them. Like these ones here, these here all have development potential. This one here, I probably wouldn't look to develop because it looks like it's a fairly substantial house. These ones here, they've already been developed. All right, so there's 1 and 2 lots here. So this is where you can start to filter it out just from a map perspective. All right, so from here, I'll look for these little dots. If a site looks like it's got potential, I will right click using my mouse and I'll just go add to the filter. So this little icon here, we should see that little red pin pop up, and that tells me that's been added to my pipeline. All right, so right click on the next one that meets your criteria or looks like it's got potential and add it. All right, so I'll just go through now and add a few of these to my pipeline, and I'll meet you back here shortly. Okay, so I've added about a dozen in there. So I've got some here, I've got some here. I wasn't going to go through the whole list because yeah, just for demo purpose, I won't do that. But that's essentially what you do. You go through all this whole list and add every single one of those properties that meet your criteria once you have these search results up.